Ronnie, and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas, Day 8. I am going to scrapbook that picture of my daughter-in-law. She was in a parade on a float, and the float was the manger scene. So I am going to make a background. I'm going to use the vanilla paper as my actual background, and then I'm going to cut these boards apart to make them individual boards, and I'm going to layer them in the center a little bit. And I've used this idea before on a fishing one, and it works great on a fishing one. If y'all have any fishing pictures to scrap. But I had this one, and see that nativity scene over there at the left? I got that in the warehouse box from Echo Park last year. And when I saw this picture, I thought, oh, something to use these stickers on. Because I don't think I got anything else from that collection in the warehouse box. I am picking and choosing which way I have those boards lay. I like the knots on the boards, so I want more of them to show if possible. And so I'm layering the skinny ones in the background and then the others in the forefront. And I turn that one with several knots where I think it shows to the best advantage. But I think only one knot shows up in the final layout because I put the picture on that side. I could have put it clear on the other end so the whole thing could have showed. But no, I didn't think of that. I wanted a doily, but I didn't want a completely white one. And I don't have any vintage looking ones, I guess you'd say, or cream colored or anything. So I used antique linen on this doily to get it closer to the color that I wanted. And I'm layering my picture in vanilla and brown. And of course I inked my vanilla layer in tea dye. Also, I inked all around all the boards in tea dye. So they each have kind of a finished look all the way around. I thought about it first just doing the ends because, like one side does have a darker brown color. But then I thought, well, the other side don't. So I went around the whole thing in the tea dye. Now these pine branches here, I did get the dye at Diamond Dyes, and I cut them out, well, one day last week, because I was going to use them for that one with the sleigh and the imaginary reindeer. I was going to use them for that, and then I decided not to. I decided to use something else, so I went ahead, of course, and saved them because, it takes a long while to cut all those out. And I'm using the ones I cut out for that. You will see a lighter green one in there mixed in, but they're leftovers from, I think, yesterday's layout. But, I'm going on older, like lean-tos and stuff like that. And, a manger with the stable thing was kind of like a lean-to. And some of them you'll see has greenery on top. And so, of course, where, the original manger and baby Jesus were, it was probably ferns or something a little more exotic than pine branches. But I'm going to use pine branches on the top of my stable lean-to thing, which is the float in the actual picture, and it don't have it on top. I imagine they were worried about it all flying off, but it had wood on top. I am mixing some holly leaves in with it, and I'm going to pull out my Martha Stewart punch in a minute and put some of the little pine branches from the punch in there also. And you'll see this paper, it's got a light brown on bottom and a light brown, green on the bottom and darker green on top. And it's a close to my heart piece of paper. And I do have more, but I was trying to make what I had stretch. But I think I got 3 or 4 more sheets. I think I bought it because I like the fact it's kind of like a juniper color. Only like a light juniper and a dark juniper. And a lot of times, when you're doing a Christmas layout, you need that darker pine color. So, I do have more, and I did consider flipping some of them one way and have the light juniper and, the other way and have dark. But I tried it and I didn't care for it as much as I thought I would. I would have used a paper that was all one color if I'd just known. I used Tim Holtz tall and thin dies for my title. And I did do them in brown. I considered gold. I really thought about gold and putting some gold in the greenery too. But then I thought, well, I kind of want it to blend in just a little bit. I want to be able to read the "O Holy Night," but I didn't want it to take prominence. My picture's in brown tones and kind of a amber tones, and it's not a very colorful picture. So I didn't want to make too much color in my layout because I wanted the picture to show up better. And here I am getting to use this sticker sheet. It's one of those, oh, they look like jelly. I can't remember what they call them. But it being a manger scene, I thought, oh, I'll never use that. What am I going to use that for? And I thought, well, maybe they'll have a play at church. I can take a picture. But this parade worked. It had a manger. So, yeah, it worked. And I get to use my stickers. I thought about sticking them straight down onto the doily and making the scene. Then I decided I needed a place for them to all gather together. So I looked in my brown scraps and found this piece. And I am pretty sure it's basic gray that I've had a long time. It's one of those pads that I think probably had 80 sheets. And this was like one of my favorite ones. I used it several times. So I do have a few scraps in the scrap bag still left. I'm not sure if I got a whole sheet of it or not, but I think it worked pretty good for my manger scene. And there's a lot of little animals, and of course the shepherds, and then there's the three wise men and the angel, and a lot of animals. So to get them all fit in this little area I reserved for them, I had to layer some, but then it looked better anyway. It looked more dimensional, like one was farther back and then the next one was closer and maybe the next one even closer than that. So I liked how it turned out layering them. I wasn't sure. And I did stick one on the picture that I wanted to move as soon as I did it. But you know how these stickers are on a photo. They don't come up. Well, it came up, but part of the picture did too. So I had to glue it back down. But I cut all that out so you wouldn't have to watch me gluing my sticker and photo back down. But I don't think you can tell it now. Epoxy stickers. That's the word I was hunting for. Epoxy stickers. That's what they are. And I thought, well, I really need some more greenery down here rather than them just kind of be. The ones on the left are kind of sitting right there at the bottom of the banner, but the ones on the right, because I couldn't move that guy, aren't sitting quite like I would have wanted. I mean, I literally barely touched it and it stuck. I wasn't planning on it making a home there. And yeah, so I had to do some camouflage so it wouldn't look like they're like straight line across there, not exactly where I wanted them. And so yeah, I'm putting the greenery there. And then I'm going to end up putting later, it'll be a little while before I put some on the other side of the manger. It just looked like it needed it. I thought about getting all fancy with the title and calling my daughter-in-law maybe and seeing if anything happened that night besides the parade that maybe she wanted to go in the title. But then I decided I'd just do Oh Holy Night. I'm sure she'll like it a lot though. But after I started sticking these stickers down, I got to thinking, if I don't use them, I may never use them. So they're all going to end up on the layout somehow, some way. The last time I did a layout with the planks like this, I think I used all the stickers. They were three-dimensional, and there wasn't as many of them for my fishing layout, but I'm pretty sure I used them all. And I'll leave a link at the end so you can see it in case you got a fishing layout. Yeah, every little teeny tiny star is going to go in the garland. I put 3 by the manger and the angel, And since it was an odd number that way, you know, I'd have three. And I made sure they were all gold colored and same color. And then all the other colors, which is like a burgundy and a dark blue and black, they're scattered around the page. And I said I put berries on my garland, and I'm going to put them in clusters of three. I don't know if they grow in clusters of three, and that's why they're always doing it on, you know, like my punch and dies and stuff. They put three, or if it's because three, you know, is more pleasing to the eye. I don't know. Anybody have any holly and berries that I could look at? I have bought mistletoe, real and fake, and they've got more than three berries. And my family's even gone shot it out of trees, so I had fresh mistletoe. But I don't think I've ever had fresh holly and berries. I had fake, like I said, so I don't know if they come in real life, three berries or not. But I am going to do clusters of three just because I've seen it that way so many times. I might have to Google it. But be sure to check down there below for all the other gals doing the 12 days of Christmas. And like I said, it's day 8. Only 4 more days after this. And so much inspiration. I've been watching these videos and getting ideas and thinking of things I want to do. And yeah, I've been enjoying the video hop myself. But all their links will be down there below. And if you leave a comment, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But that's it. That's my layout. And here's the close-ups. I didn't forget them. And I did notice that I picked up one of the green boughs of pine. My mind went blank for a second there. It was pine. But I did replace it and put everything back. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't notice. There's one right above the, I guess, shepherd. But isn't that pretty wood grain paper? I probably should have got more rustic for a manger and lean-to thing. But I liked this because it was lighter. And it had all those gorgeous knots in the wood. So yeah, I had 2 things that made me want to use it instead. But that's it. That's my layout. I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. And I hope you're making lots of Christmas layouts too. Bye.